Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to create a lead ad using Facebook. One of the things that you can do if you're going to spend money on any kind of advertising to recruit, one of the most cost-effective ways to do that is to create a lead ad using Facebook. And for as little as $5 a day, you can have a targeted advertisement that specifically targets people in our industry. So I'm just going to take you through how to create a lead ad using Facebook. Now, in order for you to do this, you're going to want to have your business account set up using your business page on Facebook. And for the purposes of today, I'm not going to show you how to do that. You could do a simple Google search on how to get your business page set up for Facebook. And from there, you can go into the Ads Manager. And so we're going to start at that point inside of the Ads Manager. So we're inside the Ads Manager here, and I'm going to hit the Create button. And it's going to show you a list of different campaigns that you can create, whether it be driving traffic to your website, creating engagement, if you have an app, promoting your app on Facebook. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do the lead generation ad. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to name my campaign. I'm just going to put here recruiting example. And we're going to use budget optimization. And the default is $100, but I'm going to put $5 in there to start and then hit continue. Now it automatically populates my Facebook page, and it just really kind of walks you through all the different steps. And you can see off to the side here, there's three big steps. First creating your campaign, then creating your ad set, which is really talking about creating your audience, who you're going to present this advertisement to, where you're going to where you're going to place it, and then of course your budget and schedule, how long you're going to run the ad. Is it going to be indefinite, or are you going to have an end date? And then the last piece, the third piece of this creation, is actually creating the advertisement itself. So let's go back up here to the campaign piece. We're going to name this ad set name Cosmetology Market. And it automatically puts my salon Facebook page because it's pulling that in from the Ads Manager and the Business Manager settings. And we're going to here set up our target. So I'm going to type in Austin, Texas, because I'm particularly interested in cosmetologists and stylists in Austin, but I'm also interested in some of the neighboring areas. So I'm just going to put in a couple of other towns close to Austin. So maybe Round Rock and then maybe San Marcos. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. And then I'm going to choose 18. I'm just going to leave that there. It's 18 to 65. You can determine, what age range you want to put. I'm just going to leave that. Maybe I'll do 18 to, I don't know, 50. And you can choose all men or women, or you can just select men or all women. And then down here, we're going to start putting in our demographics. So I'm going to type in hairstylist here. And then I'm going to click on the suggestions button, because from that hairstylist, it's going to give me some more suggestions. And then from here, I can just tap on all the different job titles of people inside of Facebook. Cosmetologist, hair cutter, master, and you get the idea. You could also go in here and you can type in like hairbrain, for example. And we'll just pop that in there, and maybe behind the chair, some big name interests. And you can see over here to the side, we have 110,000 people already in our potential reach. And you want to make sure this needle's in this green area so that you have a large enough audience so that you get good results from your ad. I'm gonna stop there, but you get the idea. You can go in here and play with this as much as you want, and then under connection type, you can go in here and choose more settings to identify your audience. But I'm going to leave that alone for now. And then down below under placements, this is where you choose where you want your ad to show up. And I'm going to do edit placements, and you can see the default is on Facebook. This is going to show up on the feeds, instant articles, and then also on Instagram in the feed and the stories. I typically don't like my ads to show up in stories, so I'm going to uncheck that. I just like my ads on Instagram to show up in feeds. And then if you continue scrolling, you can choose even on which devices you'd like for them to show up, these ads. I like to do all mobile devices and just leave it at that. Some people like to check this only when connected to Wi-Fi because they typically think that when someone's on a network, they're in a place where they are more focused, typically at work or maybe at home, and they're in a position to respond or be more engaged with the advertisement. Whereas if you're on a cellular connection, then they're maybe out and about, and they may not have time or be as willing to engage. So I'm going to just leave it unchecked for now, but that's what that's for. And then lastly, you have the budget and the schedule. So I'm going to set a start date and an end date. So I'm going to set it for today, and then I'm going to set the end date for the 30th. Actually, it's September 30th. Let's just do 2 weeks. Okay. And then down below, you can leave all this the same. I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to take me on into actually designing the ad. And you can do all different kinds of formats, but for the purposes of today, I'm going to just rename the ad up here. It just automatically populated that with lead generation. Let me just put in recruiting ad. Austin. And let's choose single image. So you could use a video, you could do a slideshow, you can do a carousel, which means multiple images. But for today, I'm just going to use single image. And it automatically pulled this in from my Facebook page, so I'm going to delete that because I want to use a different image for my ad. So let me just do Browse Library, and here's where it'll show you. It pulls in images from your Facebook account, images that maybe you've posted on your timeline feed. It pulls in images here from Instagram, so you could actually choose from some of the images that you've already used in your social activity. So I'm going to go back to this account images, and for today, I'm just going to use this image here and hit confirm. And you can see a preview of your ad down below here. This is what it would look like in the mobile feed. And then here's where you flesh out the text on your ad. And so I'm going to type in here, join our team now, hiring at all locations. Tap the apply now button. Request an interview with us. And I'm going to type in the careers link, which is displayed in the ad. So I've got over here my careers page that I've set up on my website. I'm going to copy that URL, and then I'm going to go back to the ads manager, and I'm going to paste that right there. And if you notice, it's going to show up right here. And then the headline, we're going to type in, we're growing. And instead of sign up, I'm going to use the button called apply now. So if you notice over here, this changes to apply now. And in the newsfeed link description, you can type in something like visit our career page online. And that's just a little description talking about what that link goes to. So then from here, let's do a new lead form. So down here is where you actually create your lead form. So when someone clicks apply now, This is going to take them to the lead form inside of Facebook. So what's great about this lead form is that it doesn't take you off of Facebook and take you to a website where they have to enter in their information. They actually enter in their information right inside of Facebook, which actually has been shown to have higher conversion rates, meaning more people are likely to engage if they don't have to leave the Facebook app. And so this is where you actually create the lead form. So I'm going to tap on create a new form, and I'm going to put in recruiting Austin example form. And I like to do higher intent. Now you don't have to, but higher intent is just adding an extra step for them to confirm all of their info once it's entered into the lead form in order for the form to be submitted. So it's just an extra step that gives the user an option to opt out if they change their mind. So if someone fills out a form or fills out the lead form and then confirms their info after filling it all out, then they're probably a more qualified lead, if that makes any sense. I'm going to turn off the intro because I don't feel like we need that. I'm also not going to fill out any questions. I'm more particularly interested in getting their email address and their name. So I want as few steps as possible in order to connect and make it easy to get a conversion here. So one thing that is required on Facebook is a privacy policy. So one thing that you're going to have to do is create a privacy policy on your website. We have ours on the info page, and if you scroll down to terms and conditions, that's where you'll find ours. And you can see the privacy is here. So I'm going to take this link under terms and conditions, and then I'm going to go over into the URL, which says it's required, and I'm going to type in, or I'm going to paste it in there. Link text, I'll just leave that on its own because it actually puts that in for me here. And from there, I'm going to do the review screen. So as you can see here, what it's asking for, let me go back up to the form type and questions. You'll see that by default, the lead form is email and full name, and I'm fine with that. But if you wanted to change that and you wanted to put in maybe phone number instead of the email, then you could easily do that by unchecking email and then putting in phone number. But I think email is a little bit less, I guess, direct when asking for that information. More people are going to be comfortable giving their email address than their phone number. So I'm going to leave email as the default, if that makes any sense. Okay. And then the review screen, this is what it'll look like when the user actually enters in all of their information, and then they will have to slide over to submit their information. The thank you screen is really, really important. You can customize what the user sees when they complete the form and submit their information. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to point them over to our careers page. And this is where you could really get them off of Facebook and onto your website and start making a connection and introducing them to your culture, to what your benefits are, what your salon has to offer. This is why it's important that you have a careers page on your website. It gives you an opportunity to point people to all the things that you have to offer in the way of jobs and career opportunities. So I'm going to copy this link here, careers. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put in thanks, you're all set. This is the kind of the confirmation page. And I'm going to put, let's see, we can put something like, we have your information, or maybe we'll put, someone from our team will be in touch to set up a time to get to know you over the phone. Oop. Okay. In the meantime, take a moment to see our list of benefits and everything we have to offer. Click on the link below. All right, so now we're going to put visit website, but we're not going to have visit website as the button text. We're going to change that to take me to Maximum FX careers page. And then we're going to paste that link that I just copied in to there. So this is what this will say. This is the preview. They can tap on that and it'll automatically direct them to our website so they can see our list of benefits. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so when you're finished doing that, we're going to hit finish. Everything looks like it's working out just fine. And we're going to hit confirm. And from there, you're done. From here, your ad will go into pending for review. So Facebook has to check your check your advertisement to make sure that it meets all of the Facebook's guidelines. So you can see here it's in review. Sometimes it takes a couple of hours. Once it's approved, then it'll go into active, as you can see here. And the ad will be on and it will be running until the end date that you set in your ad. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Again, you will need to have your business account set up using your business page on Facebook. You can simply do a Google search on how to set up my business manager using Facebook and my Facebook page to find videos and step-by-step tutorials on how to do that. It's pretty simple. So good luck with that, and hopefully you found this helpful.